And then in the basement, all of a sudden, one of the cameras caught an entity. On the camera, the entity was seen, and it was Truth Behind Illusion, episode 45. Zach Baggins just left. He had to take his shirt off, so he can't be here.
Oh, I
for the
should
rest of
follow
the
him
show.
out the
No,
door
oh
then.
my. He left his glasses on, though.
He's a demonologist.
Demonology.
I'm a demonologist.
He's still good looking.
All of a sudden, there was a commotion. The voice is too much.
Yeah. He doesn't do it for me.
So I'm the do voice of people. That's how I'm gonna do it. I got more
Well, what are we doing?
paranormal celebrities.
We're doing movie quotes for Not Cool in High School now. Right?
Oh,
We're gonna-
okay.
Before every episode, we're gonna say a movie
Like
quote.
Gold Dust.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do something with
Going with the
something
wind.
related.
1947. Anyway, tonight we're gonna be talking the Snallygaster.
James hanging out with us already in the
who's in
chat.
there already?
He said he already gave us our first like on Facebook. So be like James. James is a good guy. He said the intro music has some 70s horror vibes.
Yeah, that's why we picked it. It's very horror movie
Yeah.
sounding, 70s, 80s. Yeah,
Well, thank you for hanging out with us, buddy.
Yeah.
We are talking. Oh, I'll let you do that. Yeah.
I did. I said
Oh, the Snallygaster.
Snallygaster, the legend of Frederick County, Maryland, which we're not too far from.
No.
No.
Well, there's rumors that it may have traveled up every
Yeah.
now and then. Yeah.
I cover it all. So
Yeah.
listen to many podcasts about it. Kryptonite did one in 2019 about it.
Yeah, the godfather of cryptid podcast. So I think we're both pretty obsessed with
Yeah.
the Kryptonite podcast. They covered this as well as a bunch of stuff.
I
They're
listened
so
to that
good.
too, like guys from Tennessee. I think it's called like the Graveyard Shift or something.
Yeah,
And they're like two
That's a good
Southern
Stephen
guys.
King movie.
Like, oh, what did the Snallygaster do? And then it's like some girl they got that they interviewed the one girl who actually opened a museum for the Snallygaster.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we'll talk about that then.
nice. Well, before we get into it, we'll say any current event paranormal stuff that you came across.
You know, I've been trying to find a page that shares paranormal news,
Mm-hmm.
but like all I see is memes.
Yeah.
You know, they can't,
It's
I
tough.
see
I
this
seen
funny meme.
I did share it to our page too that
Maybe-
Ancient Aliens is going to have a live show at the Santander Arena in Reading.
I want to go.
Let's go.
I want to go.
What the hell does that entail?
Aliens.
Well, I can give a little bit of well, no, it's not
They
even
were-
a spoiler. It's
they were-
it's technically on Facebook. So
Interdimensional beings.
if you're into Ancient Aliens live and you don't want to pay that huge ticket price, you can come to a live podcast on the I believe
The
is
23rd.
it 23rd of April?
Yeah.
day before my birthday.
Yeah. We're gonna be at the Truth Behind Illusion at the Tree of Life. And we're gonna have on a guest who is going to talk about all things alien and extra.
Ghost. Spooks.
I think someone just died upstairs.
I don't
Um,
think you want to say that.
oh, yeah, you
live.
can't say
you
that
can't
anymore,
say
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Censor yourself.
Spooks as in
Yeah,
ghost spooks.
yeah, yeah.
yes, please clarify
Yes.
before we're all canceled.
Anthony Cabana in the chat. What's going on, bud? He's from Not Cool in High School. He's gonna be hanging out with us tonight. But also, yeah. So we're gonna have a dual about the Galactic Federation and all things alien. So if you want to come and hang out with someone who has more alien knowledge than anyone else at the table,
Yeah.
come hang out with us at the Tree of Life.
And she actually has
shop.
space knowledge too, because she was a part of the Challenger program, I guess, in the 80s.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
You know, she was
Her
one
name
of
is
the
Dottie, right?
Dottie,
Dottie.
Dottie, and then she was, I don't know, what the Challenger, that one that blew up, right?
There was a couple challengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about
She
it.
was part of that, like where the teacher.
Could you
was supposed
imagine
to
that's the
go-
one you're supposed to go on and fucking
Yeah.
you caught the flu that day? You're like,
Ye-
can't go. And
Yeah.
boom, like,
She was one of the backups for that.
Like Jim
Why was-
Cornette when he told Ronnie Garvin that he's gonna blow up like the Challenger.
yeah. I want you to remember
Just listening to him
reading,
today.
reading a Pennsylvania ghost story, but all the people heard was a tree forest person asking if the two men found.
The tree they wanted.
The tree they wanted.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Is this your first time hanging out with us, James? And if so, how did you find us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Facebook page if you can.
Yeah. Well, we're also on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We'll get on in 1 minute.
Instagram, yeah.
Yeah. So Ancient Aliens live.
Ancient Aliens.
I know. I
live.
watch it.
What are they gonna do live though? You're just gonna watch it on the big screen while they're there?
I guess
Dude,
they're there and they
people love-
talk.
People love live podcasts.
Yeah,
It's like a thing. They literally get on stage.
Yeah.
They do a live
Yeah.
podcast, and people love being there live and seeing.
And they
Wow.
probably do like they talk about their
Yeah.
stuff. Like I've seen Mark Hamill. He did like a live show, and it was basically like him telling stories, but
Yeah.
it was entertaining. Like,
Kevin
yeah.
Smith started it, like doing live podcasts.
Yeah.
Selling a theater. Like we've been propositioned by a few
But
theaters
that's a
and stuff.
theater. It's not an arena. Like
Yeah. I mean, you start somewhere.
I bet
right?
you-
I guess.
I'd like to see the people that go to Ancient Aliens live. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I like the show.
It's
I watch
probably
it all
great,
the time.
great people watching. So
I wish we had enough people that we can fill up a local theater and do a live podcast. That would be so much fun.
What was the one in Pottsville, the
Yeah,
Majestic or whatever?
they've offered it. I just said I don't think I would hurt my heart that if we like one person showed up, like my mom or
I
like
never know.
your mom and Andy's mom. It's
My
like
mom would go.
three
my
people
mom
in
would
the crowd.
definitely go.
Yeah, it'd be depressing. I'd be like, all right, we sold 3
It's the
tickets.
moms.
Yeah, it's just my mom wouldn't even go. She wouldn't go. Heidi would be there. Yeah. And probably Heidi's mom if it's not too late. But yeah, it'd be depressing as fuck. That's why it's like, but we want to, speaking of,
I can't find anything on it. I'm trying to type live show and just says like a live TV show.
Yeah. So if you want to support us, we have amazing people who support the network. So if you're first time here, or if you've been a part, up above Andy's head is the IWEP network. And we have a Patreon for that network. Now we have a bunch of shows that do it, but this Patreon pretty much supports the 5 shows that I'm a part of that I help manage or run, which has an array of cast of people. But we want to thank the following who pay for Patreon. It goes from $1 to $25, or you can set your own price. From now to the end of this month, so you have a couple more days. If you want a chance to win a Bangin' Beers podcast Colster, it's a 1 of 1. It'll never happen. Well, maybe it'll happen again, but who knows?
Well, it'll be a different color.
We're gonna fill it full of. There's Truth Behind Illusion pins and stickers in there. There's Bangin' Beer stickers, Interviews with Everyday People stickers. I think there's some Tornado Tag in there. We put some local brewery stickers in there. So there's a whole bunch of things. Keeps your can cold. It's a lot of fun. But anyone who donates $1 or any tier is in the running for this. That goes off at the end of the month. Anyone from $10 and over has a chance to win a free t-shirt. I think there's only like 4 or 5 people that do over $10. So the chances of winning a t-shirt are pretty good because we just picked our first winner, and it was Ryan Vox.
Oh, wow.
He won a t-shirt. So I'm just waiting to hear back if which one he picked out. But we want to thank Ryan Vox, David S., Brett Squared, Bridget M., Andrew H.,
Bridget M.,
Greg R., Heidi B., Ryan G. from the Fuel by Hots podcast, Kelly from Crystal Mountain Healing, Tommy B., Tree of Life Metaphysical Shop, Brad Zalonis or Brad Z. I'm not supposed to say last. I mean, I can't say last names, but some of them have screwy last names, so I'm just gonna do.
Oh, well, if it says don't say my last name.
Yeah, Hyrith in Other Words podcast and JH. So thank you all so much for the support. Your Patreon money helps us get better equipment. It helps pay for things like StreamYard and all the things that we do to keep this podcast going. So it is very, very, very thankful that you guys do that. If you don't have monetary ways to support us, you can always just hit that share button, and tell a friend if you like the podcast. Word of mouth is definitely the way this is going to go because we aren't paying algorithms to put us places. So word of mouth is going to be the thing.
When you do, it doesn't really help.
What is it? Telephone, Telewrestler?
Telephone, Telegram, Telewrestler. Even
There
though
it is.
Telegram's a little out of date.
Yeah. Well, we do have a
We have a
Telegram.
Telegram.
We have a
now.
Telegram app. So if you
Really?
if you
Oh,
sign up for,
that's what it's called.
that's what we use. And there is a feed on there.
I never noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
We went back to like the
never noticed.
1800s and
Yeah.
got a Telegram app.
it's actually a really cool app for
What does that wrestling everything sticker mean?
wrestling over everything. Yeah, so that's
Oh my
pretty much, and we
God.
have, like I said, if you go to the links below, it'll take you to all of our
That
sponsors.
blonde hair dye is getting to your head too, Andy.
Yeah. The link below will take you to our website as well as all of our sponsors. There's ways to leave reviews if you're listening to this later back on audio. Spotify has a star system. If you can leave us a 5-star, it would really help. If you're on Apple, you can leave a review.
Mhm.
If you're on Facebook, you can leave reviews on Facebook.
And Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify, you can't leave a review. You just leave a 5-star thing. Like you can't write a review.
Oh, can't yeah. Oh, but you have to listen to a full episode. So like,
Yeah.
even if you listen on some other platform, like let me go on Spotify, just rate. You have to listen to one on there too.
Yeah. All that helps us out, and it doesn't cost a dime. And if you do leave a review on our website, our Facebook, or our Apple, we will read it on the podcast. And anyone who chimes in and talks, we will interact with you as well.
Yes.
We're a live podcast, so that's a lot of fun. So, without further ado, Andy, take us to Maryland
It's okay.
or Germany.
Yeah.
We're not going to Germany. We're going to Maryland, which isn't that far away. So for people that might just listen, we live in Northeast Pennsylvania, but we're about an hour and a half from Maryland.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more if you go
Yeah,
down
about
by
2
York.
hours,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, to get to Frederick would probably take 2.5.
We're like 2.5, 3
This
hours
is-
away from everything cool.
This is right south of about 45 minutes south of Gettysburg to
Mhm.
get into Frederick County, and then it goes down all the way to
Yeah.
whatever a big city.
Oh, look at asking you shall receive. Sam with the like, James with the like,
Thank
Cheryl
you.
with the like.
Thank you. Let me get.
And we got a heart. Dana with the heart. Look at the
Ooh.
heart. Dana loves us. I appreciate
I
it.
believe Dana, when I shared it, she said she was excited to hear the episode. So thank you,
Awesome.
Dana.
So I
Okay.
hope we deliver.
Yes, me too. So let's talk about one of the coolest named cryptids and one of the coolest looking ones when we talk about it.
Very metal.
Yes, it is. And then you can buy shirts from the museum that we'll talk about then, and it looks pretty cool. But there's some that look more Lovecrafty and look weird. We'll get into it. Okay, so for several hundred years, tale of the Snallygaster have terrified the people of Frederick County, Maryland. Described as being half reptile and half bird, this winged creature is said to live deep in the caves of South Mountain.
So deep.
Yes, well, maybe not dirty deep. Legend has it this mysterious monster swoops down from the sky and steals children and chickens from unsuspecting farm folk. Some say it's real, some say it's a myth. But when they see it coming, they all say, better run and hide. The Snallygaster is coming to get you. Like
They actually say, you better, and they're gone.
It just sounds like a Muppet name to me,
Hey,
or like
it does.
Sesame Street. Like
The Snuffleupagus.
It's the old Snuffleupagus coming down at you.
So that
I'd want to
intro-
give him a hug.
yeah, it does sound like it's Snallygaster. It doesn't sound.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Like-
sound intimidating.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
like. There's something I don't know why it popped in my head. There's a metal band called Candiria. Candiria are little, what a parasites or something that will
Mhm.
swim into your
Mhm.
Urethra
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're in the water and do bad things.
Scarier than a Snallygaster
Yeah,
to me.
so yeah, so Candiria sounds worse than a Snallygaster.
If Snallygasters directed their attacks on your pee holes,
Oh god, I don't think they can because they're too big.
they have tentacle tongues.
So that intro was written by Patrick Boyd, author of the Snallygaster Lost Legends of Frederick County, which is a book that I ordered over a week ago, and it just shipped today because it wasn't Prime.
Oh,
So,
what happened?
I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be cool to get. So I took a lot of stuff. There was a cryptid wiki. I looked at
Some-
regular
some of it
Wikipedia,
sounds around.
which didn't have much. A couple newspapers that had they wrote about not the one. I couldn't find any of the actual articles from back in the day, and my Monsters in Print book didn't have it either. I checked,
Mhm.
unless it's in Washington D.C. and I didn't look. I just looked at Maryland, and it was there was a tale.
Yeah,
of,
because I've seen from my little bit
Is
of
that you?
no.
no, my phone's down there. It's silent.
I'm hearing dings.
Hmm.
I'm sharing the page and I hear
You
bing.
should go nuts.
Bing. Yeah.
I was researching a little bit, and some of it said Virginia too.
Yeah.
because it is the DC area, which is kind
Yeah,
of
it's close.
Maryland, Virginia.
Within 3 to 4 hours, you can go to all
Yeah.
those places. They're very close to each other.
Yeah.
So let's start with the descriptions of what the Snallygaster looks like. It's often referred to as a dragon. The Snallygaster's main physical attributes usually are a large winged creature somewhere between a reptile and a bird with long pointed metallic beak, which is great. It's not have like a whatever the hell regular beak's made of, bone. I don't know.
yeah,
Claw. It's metal, so it's kind of like cyborgish, which is I like that. And it also has razor sharp teeth in the beak, so the beak's not enough. You also need razor sharp teeth,
Mhm.
which most beaks can just.
but I thought it had tentacles or something.
We're getting there.
Yeah, come on now.
Jeez.
Putting
Yeah.
the beak before the horse or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't even know what's a thing.
Yeah. It also has been said to have yellow and black stripes. Some reports of it have octopus-like tentacles coming out of its mouth or other parts of its body, making it more Lovecrafty and Cthulhu-like. Which some people said, well, maybe it was a big bird eating an octopus that they see. And I'm like, where would a big bird get an octopus in state of Maryland? So people that
Well,
don't
if
know,
it's a big bird, it could fly.
yeah, but Frederick County is pretty far from the beach. For a bird to fly from the beach, and I don't think octopus.
But if it's a big bird, it might cover more area
Maybe,
quicker.
What if there was a very fancy
But
Italian
then it's
restaurant?
a thunderbird.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
A very fancy Italian
19
or Japanese
in the
I would say
restaurant.
it's probably-
30s.
Yeah, Japanese, because I don't think Italians. I don't know.
No, we like
they?
calamari. Yeah, they
Calamari.
like calamari. Yeah.
Wasn't breaded yet. It's still that's the whole
Yeah.
thing.
But like for a bird to fly to the ocean, which is probably an hour and a half to 2 hours away. Well, not flying, but driving. And they pick up the octopus.
Yep.
And then fly all the way back and then decide to eat it.
Yeah.
In Frederick County, Maryland. I don't know about that. So, and there's not like there was sushi places or like a seafood place that just sold octopus in Frederick County, Maryland. Blue crabs? Okay, I can see that, but not octopus. Anyway. Said to be okay. Here we go. Sorry.
What is the seafood place in DC that they always make a big deal out of it? It's Al's or gosh, it's always on every Caps game and it's advertised. Now I'm drawing a blank, but they probably would sell octopus.
Yeah, a whole octopus. Can I have one whole octopus, please? I'm gonna feed to my large bird here. Okay, it's often said that it has one large eye in its head, making it a cycloptic dragon creature. So now it's like Cyclops, dragon,
And then
cyborg.
but some people say it has 3 eyes too.
Yeah, it's what once the rumor gets going, you tell one person, by the time they tell the 50th person, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Said to usually be large with a 25-foot wingspan. That's pretty big. One man reported to be as large as a Zeppelin. So
Jesus.
for younger listeners, that's a blimp, and for older listeners,
It's a band.
a dirigible.
Oh, okay.
Where am I at here? It is said to sometimes have hot metal glowing claws. So not only does it have a metallic beak, it has metal claws that glow and they're hot. So it's overpowered.
Did Iron
already.
Maiden make this
Yes.
animal? Yeah.
Yes,
If you look at
that
the
should have been an
Judas
album
Priest
cover.
cover, "Screaming for Vengeance," like they said in Crap Down podcast, it is like the "Screaming for Vengeance" bird creature thing.
Really?
I'll bring up then. Yeah, so it is said to have a screech like that of a train whistle and have a very good sense of smell. And then some report it that it smells horrible. So if it had a good sense of smell, wouldn't it know it smells horrible?
Well, it's probably immune to its own smell.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Well-
you ever meet someone and you're like, how did you wake up
they're
this day
used to it. So maybe
and not smell yourself?
yeah, so maybe the Snallygaster
And they're just
is
like,
used to how it
bro,
smells.
I'm fucking killing
I
it.
mean, when you eat octopuses, when you fly 2 hours to get
You get
octopus,
sweaty. You get
Yeah.
sweaty and you're carrying it's rotten halfway. Yeah. A lot going
Well,
on.
maybe it can fly super fast. You know?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the artist drawings of it where it's like this big fat blob thing and it has tiny little fucking
Oh,
like,
God.
This is one. This is
like
it.
unrealistically those
Here.
things are not fucking picking that
This
thing up.
one.
Yeah, it's like a
that's,
fucking
That's the cover of the book that the guy wrote.
that's like a
Snallygaster.
fat piece of shit. That those little wings aren't fucking
Yeah,
picking up that thing.
That one looks very, and in Fallout 76, we'll get there then.
These
it
wings
doesn't
are
look
like
the
this
Snallygaster.
big and it's big fat body.
Yeah, 20. I want big wings. It's a dragon,
yeah.
and there's no tentacles
I
in its
want
mouth.
eagle wings. I want.
Because tentacles in its mouth that's too much. And it's
I'm
like,
okay with the technical mouth.
Yeah, I'm okay with the metal. It's like
Well,
the
it's like,
metal. Where
yeah.
did it gild itself in some gold or silver?
Did
or
it go
something?
to a foundry, I guess, and dip it? in ink,
Yeah.
and then it got metallic, or is it from the future and cybernetic?
Jesus,
Maybe it's a time traveler
who knows?
and went back to 1909, wreaked havoc, and then left.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
But I mean, 1909 is the most of it.
What am I looking up? Screaming for Vengeance.
Yes, yeah, Judas Priest screaming for vengeance. So if you're at home,
Look at that
look up
one. That was one I haven't seen yet.
Oh, that one there. What does he say? Don't be nice, or I'll get you with me tentacles.
Oh, he's got a bunch of tentacle legs.
Yeah, see that one has tentacle legs. It's tentacles. I don't.
The
No,
tentacles from the
Keep away
mouth.
from
Okay.
Cthulhu. Yeah. Okay, so the name Snallygaster is actually a mispronunciation of the term Schnellgeister, which is in itself a corruption of the German term Schnellgeist, which translates to quick ghosts. A lot of them said quick spirit, but Geist is ghost. Spirit, same thing, but I mean different word. In Pennsylvania Dutch traditions, a quick ghost is responsible for things like sudden cold drafts, knocking over small household objects, and scattering papers. All the little annoying things that people say ghosts do that could just be like, like a cat would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be a ghost.
Yeah, it has to be a ghost.
No other way to-
It has to be a Schnellgeist.
God damn you, Schnellgeist.
Yeah. It's so great that people heard that and like, what did they say? Schnellgeist? Snallygaster?
But wasn't there German drawings of this same type of creature?
When they came over, they kind of brought the legend
Yeah.
of it with them.
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Somebody
And
brought
they-
it over with them. That's
and
what
they
happened.
settled the area.
They brought
Somebody
the egg.
brought the egg. I was
They
just
brought
gonna
the
say egg.
The
We'll
egg's
get there.
Coming. Yeah, the egg's coming.
Goddamn
But it's almost
gobbledygooker.
like people around here where it's Mahanoy City and somehow Makanoy became a thing. There's no K in it. There's no C in it.
You know what's hilarious?
Like,
Well, what did you
So-
say? Mahanoy.
yeah, because it's a Native American
Mahanoy. I just say
Mahanoy.
Mahanoy
Mahanoy.
City.
So it's Mahanoy City or
Yeah.
Mahanoy City.
Yeah.
But you live in Mahanoy City, but you live on Manoy Street.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
No,
that.
I didn't.
I
The
didn't know there
whole
was a
town
street
does
there.
it. Where do you go to school? Manoy area. What street is it on? Manoy Street. It's two different names, but it's spelled exactly the same.
See, that I didn't know.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
But there's a lot of people that say Makanoy. And one of the things I hate with people that talk around here when they say Toyota, you ever hear them say Toyota? Like,
Toyota.
there's no I. in it.
Toyota.
I could
Toyota.
understand if it was a hard to pronounce Japanese
Jack
name.
from Murder by Dude with
Yeah.
Brian's podcast.
Yeah.
He hates when people put S's on Aldi.
Oh, a lot of people do that, and a lot of people do that for Giant too. No,
Giant.
I would say Giants because I
or
used to
Wise.
service-
Wises. I'm going to Wises.
Yeah, I used to service 2 Giant stores, so
Yeah.
that would be Giants because there is 2 of them. If I just go to one, I'm like, I'm going to the Giant. So I understand that.
Dana says, "Oh my God, Andy, I love your voice explaining different terms."
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Thank you.
Got a sexy voice, Andy.
Yeah, maybe I change it too. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about the first sightings of the Schnellgeister.
There it is. Hope that did it for you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm an inglorious bastards
Yeah.
with him keeps him
And
talking.
you gotta
like
say
that.
German. No, you gotta be angry. No German is spoken unangrily.
Gorlami.
Yeah. The first known
Gorlami.
sightings of the
Gorlami.
Snallygaster dates back to 1735. Germans settled the area of Frederick County, Maryland, which is right over the border from Pennsylvania, about 30 miles south of Gettysburg, like I said. The German settlers said that the creature would swoop silently from the sky and pick up and carry off its victims. The earliest stories claim that this monster sucked the blood of its victims,
Whoa.
adding vampiric abilities to its already long list of wild
Maybe
traits.
that's what the tentacles were for.
So,
For the blood.
but you have a metal beak with razor sharp teeth. Wait, the tentacles come out and suck the blood,
Yeah,
like Morbius's hands.
Kind of
The teeth
like
in
in
the break are just for
Peacemaker.
defense mechanism.
like it's just like Superman. Let's just keep putting powers on this thing.
Every 10 years, it gets more.
And
Yeah.
metal claws, and they heat up. Now he sucks blood.
And they heat up too, the claws.
Yeah, well, they get hot. They glow. They glow hot. So like, so now it doesn't cut you. It burns.
This sounds like the king of
So-
all cryptids.
technically, it would-
Cauterizes
yeah,
as it
it would
cuts.
cut you and cauterize it like a lightsaber.
Yeah. This thing's
Yeah.
killing the game.
Yeah.
It is.
That's why it's so cool, and it has a cool name. It's not like the river monsters where whatever river it is. It's just like, well, there's old like Nessie,
An old champ.
Yeah,
It's old. What the hell?
Like I went to,
Tuscarora-ness
yeah,
monster.
There's Tusky.
There's Tusky.
Is there a Tusky?
No, I wish there
We're
was.
gonna create what I always want to create. Did I tell you my idea of Old Swampy?
Yeah.
No.
Anytime you go by a swamp, there's a swamp monster named Old Swampy. Just because
I wish.
it's so
I wish.
basic and
I wish we
lame.
can create a cryptid and just put it in Tuscarora.
Just put it in Tuscarora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, old Tusky.
Old Tusky.
Okay. So it was said, and this is what ties back to art. It was said that the only way to keep the beast at bay was to paint a 7-pointed star or hex sign on your barn to warn off the Snallygaster.
Does it every time.
Yeah, which many barns in Maryland, Pennsylvania still have on them to this day, and that's true. You can go around here.
Yeah, the Pennsylvania Dutch has them all. I mean, they're everywhere. They're the
So the German, Pennsylvania Dutch, very much the same. Basically, I think
magical people.
Yep.
Well, we talked to Bob Cook, and he's into that. It's the Bruhai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brockerai.
Brockerai.
Right.
Bruhai is something different. That's
I
a
think that's a party. I'm like,
Bruhai or Bruja is a
Bruja
like a
is-
witch, like a Mexican
a
witch.
Bruja is a
The Brujera is a vampire class race in Vampire the Masquerade.
There it is.
Bruja is the Mexican
Bruja.
male witch.
Yeah, Bruja
Ooh.
and Bruja.
Oh, Brujo is the male. Brujo is the male
Ah,
witch, and then Bruja is
yeah,
the
it's
lady.
female.
female.
So
Maybe a future episode.
yeah,
Brujas.
There's tons of stuff there. You can get like, a couple episodes out of this here, which we'll get to then. In the 1800s, the Snallygaster legend was used to scare slaves from leaving the compound they were telling them that if they left, the Snallygaster would surely get there.
Here it is.
So it's like,
It's racist now.
yeah,
it only eats black people.
but it was Maryland. I mean, was there how many slave
There was.
plantations? I understand that there
Yeah.
probably was,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but I mean, the Mason-Dixon
actually,
line is right around there.
Sammy, if you're listening, chime in and tell me, remind me again, which one of the northern states was actually the last to ratify.
Those Germans,
Yeah.
man, they're creepy. You know, they do weird things, and now
It.
they're
It
telling.
might have been Maryland or Delaware.
They're
Somebody
telling,
was the
they're telling their
last,
slaves about this monster, and
last one to
Well, I
let
mean,
them go.
think about it. If they're and they like, oh, the people are stupid, so we tell them a monster, they're not going to want to leave and they want to stay. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, I understand the thought process. I'm not saying it's right.
No,
I did not know that about it. You taught me something.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff I learned from just listening to podcasts. That's
Jen in the
very
chat.
interesting. Hi,
Jen, congratulations on the baby.
Yeah,
I know we said it on Banging Beers, but
what's the baby's name? Tell us, Jen, because we
Snallygaster.
Snally. Did
Yeah.
you name your child?
She named her. She
Snallygaster?
knew this episode was coming,
Snallygaster Myers.
and it's Snallygaster Myers.
I like that. Will not get made fun of with that name.
No, not at all.
So in 1909, this is when the shit hits the fan with the
Delaware.
Snallygaster.
Delaware.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like Sammy, like it's Delaware. So
Oh, I thought she
Delaware.
named her child Delaware. I was like, I don't
No,
want to say
no.
nothing.
The baby's
That's a
name.
stupid name.
That was the state that was the last to leave slavery go. It was actually a
Really?
northern
Wow.
state, Delaware.
What's that? That
The
was-
more you know.
Silas, which is close.
Silas. Okay, Silas Young from ROH.
We're
From
his-
former ROH.
Silas, but I was working to call him his whole life.
Snally-
Snallygaster.
Snallygaster.
He's Chalupa Batman.
Yeah. Okay. So 1909, this is when everything goes down. This is what if it did time travel, if it has time travel capabilities, it went back to 1909. A newspaper article reported that the Snallygaster dragged a man to a hillside where it fed off him, leaving behind only his hollowed out corpse. Some reported that he was extinguished or whatever the word is, where that means your blood was all drained from you.
Exsanguinated.
Sanguinated. I can't. It's a hard word to say. The report gave way to more reported sightings of the creature. In one account, the beast actually spoke in human tongue, telling a passerby, "I haven't had a good drink since I was killed in the Battle of the Chickamauga."
So this thing is like
This
the
sounds so like-
dragon from the Hobbit.
Yeah, and Al can talk.
Smog.
Yeah. I need to go.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
think that is close enough.
Well, like if you could talk, but you could, I don't know.
I bet he's real gurgly with all
Yeah.
those tentacle tongues.
I
Yeah.
haven't had a good drink since the Chickamauga. Sounds like just something an old guy would say. But maybe he is old.
First off,
Yeah, with the name
if
like
you see
Snallygaster,
this
it's probably an older
one-eyed,
dude.
Dragon
big
creature.
wing dragon bird beak metal.
There's this one that's like more
With
like
the
an
three
eagle with
eyes.
a three
That's the
eyes.
3 eyes. Either way, I'm not sticking around to hear
To
it's
talk to you.
yeah, to hear its whole I'm gonna take Steve here, but I haven't had a good old drink.
I mean, if it's flying around, especially with
Yeah,
the
I
tentacle
would be
version,
running and pooping my pants.
especially when you just heard that, hey, drank the blood from somebody.
And then I would
Yeah.
vomit because it smells real bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might smell, but we don't know. I mean, these are all rumored, just like it's hot metal claws.
We love you too, Jen.
The Baltimore Sun published articles, as did the Washington Post. These are reputable newspapers of the time and still today. As
Yeah,
scrutiny
so this
increased-
this is in print.
Yeah, this is
Like
I wish it was my Monsters in Print book, but it was not. But this is like
Yeah.
people. would
This
get
is
the
like a
paper,
newspaper.
You
That
know, but like so and so died building
from the
Yeah,
Snallygaster.
Snallygaster attack. Well, what? Coal mines are doing great, but the Snallygaster killed a man. As scrutiny increased, more pressure came to catch or photograph the Snallygaster, but there wasn't much photography in 1909. So, like, imagine get that big camera out, like, let me get the beast.
Hold
Yeah.
still.
Yeah,
Hold
you'll
still.
stay there for an hour.
A huge explosion goes off.
Yeah,
Lights a forest on fire.
so I'm sure it was very hard. It wasn't like you just whip out your phone, unless you're a time traveler. Just keep talking about time travel. In Maryland, it was first sighted by a man who operated a brick burning kiln near Cumberland, Maryland. He spied the creature sleeping near a kiln. When it awoke, it emitted a blood-curdling scream and angrily flew away. Wah! Woo! So that'd be like, well, that wasn't that bad. Flew away. It was also sighted near Hagerstown, Maryland, which I have been, the home of L.A. Knight. So south of Middletown at Lover's Leap. I've never been to Middletown or Lover's Leap. And seen flying over the mountains between Gaplin and Burkittsville, where it was reported to have laid a very large egg.
Oh,
A lot of people said the eggs are as large as a barrel. The last sighting in Frederick County occurred in March 1909, where 3 men fought the creature outside a railroad station for nearly an hour and a half before chasing it into the woods of Carroll County.
That's tough men right
In
there.
in an hour and a half, someone could have got a fucking photo.
Yeah.
An hour and a half, someone could have did a quick sketch, but
Yeah.
maybe it was just them 3, you know, and the Snallygaster and
And they're just
it,
fighting.
shooting.
Listen, they're fighting for their lives.
Yeah, like that's a movie.
Did they say what they were fighting it with? Like,
No, it didn't say.
sticks and rocks.
I'm sure they might have
Sticks and
blunderbuss. You know,
Yeah.
they might have like old Civil War swords that they were swinging at.
Saber.
Every time they'd hit the metal beak.
Yeah, they'd
Yeah,
bounce
it would
off.
just
No
flash
damage.
off and sparks would fly.
You'd have
and
to
yeah.
throw fire at it, but I don't know what you in 1909. I don't know what you throw.
You need jet fuel. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a steel beak.
I don't know how you fight up the Snallygaster.
You can't in 1909. You
Fist
just
fight,
lose.
yeah.
Yeah. And then it's talking.
These 3 men,
It's talking to you the whole time. It's
Yeah.
like, you eating shit pussies.
and they should have got their names. Like, why wouldn't you get more? Hey, we fought the Snallygaster for an hour and a half. Oh, okay.
We
You
believe
put
it.
it in the paper.
Don't need any more than that.
It checks out to me.
Yeah,
Steve's a good guy.
interview those fucking guys. So I imagine they had that epic like role playing game encounter where that's just fighting.
Do you think they were smart enough to put all 3 of them in different rooms and be like, tell us what it looks like?
No.
No, yeah.
It was probably one guy that told
Here's-
him that.
But here's the thing, too. Even in today's time, when someone just gets misinformation somewhere, you could put 3 people in the room and they all watch
Yeah.
the same video and they're all going to have a
Yeah,
different
you
story.
can say, look at this, and then all go in the room and then write down what this looks like.
Yeah.
And then well, I think it was a little orange. I thought it was red. I thought there was a little purple in it.
I think I had a steel beak.
Yeah. I thought I had glowing metal claws
Yeah.
that were hot. Oh my god.
Sam says that was a Civil War battle.
Oh, no, maybe it was.
Maybe it was.
Now,
Maybe it
what,
was.
what side was the Snallygaster on? The north or the south?
Oh, I don't know if he's
Yeah.
unless
the
he's just
South
being,
probably-
If he's chasing slaves,
if he's chasing
Yeah, he's
slaves,
with the south.
he's
might
probably
be-
the
he might
stars
be-
and bars.
might be a Southern,
Confederate.
and he's German.
There-
Not looking good for Snally.
Oh yeah, but he's German. I should have said that.
Looking good for snakes.
I haven't had a good drink since I was killed in the Battle of Chickamauga. Okay. So
Where was the Battle of Chickamauga? Like,
Chickamauga.
like what?
It's right next to Lake
I
Titicaca.
think he was killed, but he came back, so he has resurrection.
He has He has Phoenix powers.
He's
though.
he's unstoppable. Maybe he's part Phoenix. You know.
You never know.
Okay. It wasn't just Maryland where the Snallygaster was spotted. In New Jersey, it was reported that its footprints were first discovered in the snow, which I'm like, how did they know that's the Snallygaster?
So
A lot of people said it was a Jersey Devil.
yeah, a lot of Jersey Devil cross contamination
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, a lot of people think they're one and the same. But
We're gonna go
no.
hunting for Jersey Devil this summer.
Yes,
I-
we should.
Yeah,
We're gonna take
I
a
wa-
road trip and we're gonna hunt the Jersey Devil.
I want to go to this girl's museum too.
Yeah,
And she's kind of hot. So
we're gonna go I mean, it's not too far of a drive. We'll go to the Snallygaster Museum this summer.
Yeah, it's somewhere in Maryland. It's Frederick County. Yeah, I don't know where it's at in Frederick County.
Here's
We could always stop at Gettysburg and do a quick Gettysburg thing too. on the
yeah.
whole.
Well, I mean, Gettysburg is almost guaranteed to happen because we do it every year.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, that's like one of our hangout spots every
Ah.
summer. Like, like the whole group of us, like
Yeah.
a big group of us.
Yeah.
Like last year we went. It was a good time.
Yeah.
But there's 3 spots I think we could do this year. We can go visit the Snallygaster.
Mhm.
We can go visit the Jersey Devil. Clinton Road
Yep.
is definitely happening.
Yeah.
Maybe the Jersey Devil frequents Clinton Road, although they didn't say that he did, which I'm a little.
Clinton Road has everything except the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, well, they had so much that they couldn't. We got no room for you.
And then we can go to Ohio. We can go look for those frogs.
oh, the Loveland Frog.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Loveland. We're gonna go check out for those frogs.
Dude, I like there's cryptids everywhere. I wish we had a local cryptid. That's why I want to create Old Swamp.
We have Squonk.
Yeah, but he's not local. He's
Yeah, but we
more-
don't know where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's more northern.
We're gonna take some cool road trips.
Old Swampy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write the whole story.
Sam agrees. Sam says Snally's definitely racist. I agree.
It might be. I mean, he's German.
Oh,
World
it's,
War
it's,
II.
it's not looking good for
I don't know.
it's not looking good for his resume.
Yeah.
We might by the end of this episode, we're just gonna cancel the Snallygaster.
That's what's gonna end.
He's dead. So, so we talked about New Jersey in
Maybe
West
he's
Virginia.
hibernating
Yeah,
for many
maybe.
years.
No, he's dead.
Yeah.
We'll get to why he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, in West Virginia, it was said that the flying beast almost caught a woman in Scrabble, West Virginia. So that's he almost caught. I wonder what she
Ooh.
did to fight him off.
Way down in West Virginia now.
Yeah, West Virginia, which is what's more to the west.
West Virginia's like the hotbed of cryptid.
Yeah, they have too many, so they're probably like, we can't take the Snalagaster.
We have no more room for
we
another
are
cryptid.
full.
Yeah.
All right.
Just fucking Mothman's like,
Yeah.
beat it, dude.
Yeah, then you
This
got
is my territory.
Flatwoods Monster, Hopkinsville Goblins, and they also have Bigfoot and everything. Like they're at max.
Yeah.
It was reported that it was found roosting in a farmer's barn and laid an egg the size of a barrel near Sharpsburg, Virginia. West Virginia. A man in Casstown, Ohio, wrote a letter to the Valley Register newspaper telling of a strange creature that flew over his area, making horrible screeching noises. He described it as having 2 huge wings, a large horny head, and a tail that was 20 feet long. So add the 20 feet long and spikes.
And no one
around
went
the head.
and investigated his egg.
I guess not. It was reported that it was so. Yeah, it laid an egg. What happened to the egg? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the farmer cook the egg? I don't know.
Big as a barrel.
Yeah. How would you even cook that?
That's
I
a
guess
lot
in
of
a big
yolk.
fire. I don't know. What? Yeah. You seen an egg that big and no one did nothing to it?
Yeah, no
They just
drawings
left
of
it
the
go.
eggs.
Yeah, it's left to go.
No picture of the egg. The
It
egg's
was-
not gonna move.
It was 1909. They ain't got time for that. So because of all this, what do you call that? What's the word for a panic? Oh, geez, I can't think of that word. It will come to me then.
Panic room or what?
No, there's
Hysteria?
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Hysteria.
hysteria. After all this, even then president and known hunting enthusiast himself, Teddy Roosevelt, heard the stories of the creature and almost postponed the African safari to hunt the Snallygaster instead. Unfortunately, he did not, and he decided to go to Africa.
He was still the most badass
Yeah,
president
I
we've
wish he
ever
did hunt
had.
the
Or did he?
Snallygaster.
He didn't go to Africa.
Who knows? Right away,
Here's what happened.
he killed the Snallygaster.
Spoiler alert.
Here we go.
He didn't go to Africa. He told the world he's going to Africa.
Mhm.
But the men in black were like, listen, you're the only hope.
Yeah.
They didn't exist.
Teddy.
You got to go down there
You
and
gotta
get
go.
rid of this racist German bird,
Reptile bird.
reptile bird.
Bird.
And he was like, "Pff, I got you.
Yeah.
And he went down there. He slaughtered this bird,
Oh yeah.
ate all the eggs,
Mhm.
never heard of this
Yeah.
thing again.
Cooked it up.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Gone.
Well,
Teddy Roosevelt.
we could do an episode because there's like supernatural stuff with him too.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
He's hunted Bigfoot.
yeah, he
Yeah.
hunted like he was like the cryptic killer.
Yeah.
And he was like a monster hunter.
That's why they don't exist anymore. Good old TR.
He killed them all.
Teddy
Took 'em all.
Roosevelt. He's
Mhm.
my favorite out of them all.
That's why we don't have
26
vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt.
Vampires, no. Abraham Lincoln, all of them.
And like yeah, there's a book called
Worst
Rough
movie ever.
Riders because he did have his Rough Riders.
Yes, he.
team. And then there's a comic like that where he assembles people at the time. Houdini, who's the Amelia Earhart.
DMX.
Yeah, well, I don't think he was born from an.
What was it? The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
It's kind of like that, but then they hunt monsters in this comic called Rough Riders.
Side note. In Clingerstown, Pennsylvania, there's a little spot called Rough and Ready that's named after the Rough Rider.
Oh, really? Wow, that's a good name. For any wrestlers
song.
out there? You need a hometown, Rough and Ready, PA. Not an impressive town, but an impressive sounding town.
Mhm.
You need to spell it with RYD.
RYD.
I'm trying to think how they spelled it. Rough Riders.
I don't. Who knows?
Definitely a Z
Oh,
at the
yeah.
end, though.
It was a
Oh,
Z, yeah.
90s. Or, well, no,
Definitely
it's
a Z at
2000s.
the
I just watched Cradle to the Grave the other night. Yeah.
From Cradle to the.
Eggs are boring until they hatch, Bill said.
That's true.
And Bill
Unless you
said,
cook 'em up.
FDR, American Badass is a fantastic lot.
It is. I have that movie. If you ever want to watch it and review it, it's fantastic.
But that's
Awful,
FDR though,
awful
isn't it?
and funny movie.
Yeah. It's one of the movies like it's bad, but it's on purpose bad.
Yeah.
And it's so good. FDR. Yeah.
That's
one of the
FDR,
best
though.
scenes,
That's-
Bill, when FDR wins. FDR wins, and they celebrate and they do all these over the top things to celebrate. It's so funny, Bill.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
Is it considered
bought it
horror?
at Sheets. No, it's like a goofy comedy.
No.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be a Knock
I
on High
seen
School
it. And
episode.
it's called FDR American Badass, and I was like, "What?" And he's in the wheelchair, and there's like machine guns on it.
Does he like the Undertaker? Did he put the arm up?
I don't think.
Kid Rock plays.
I forget. What's his name? Kevin Sorbo was in it. He's Abe Lincoln.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cryptic Killer,
It's-
Vampire Killer.
It's so good.
That's a tag team.
Abe Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. At the end, he gives the gun to Obama. Oh, should have made.
Did he?
sequel. Yeah. You ever watch the new one?
No,
I haven't. It's very
he
good.
gave to Obama.
Yeah, he's
I
in a
don't
bar.
remember that at all.
He's in a bar. It's the after credit scene,
Oh,
and
I
he walks
never-
up, and he's like undercover or whatever. Or maybe it's not Abe Lincoln, but it's whoever.
I said, oh,
who was it? Like the mortal partner or whatever. When they have a partner, a vampire that was helping him.
I never seen the movie.
I can't remember.
Oh,
It's
so
been
good.
so
I have it on
long.
Blu-ray. We should review that.
So- I just said
gives-
it was shit 2 minutes
He gives
ago.
the gun to Obama, and they set up for a sequel where Obama would be the
What cryptid do you think Trump would go after?
none. He probably the cryptid himself. I'm going to get this.
I'm gonna round up all the chupacabras, put them back where they
There
came
we
from.
go. That's it. That's it.
I'm the chupacabra
Yeah.
hunter.
Yeah, he wouldn't like you, Robert.
No, he would hate chupacabras. He would not be into chupacabras at all. Well, isn't there another space, like an alien movie with the American president, like Cowboys versus Aliens or something like that? Does that have to do with a president? Maybe there wasn't even a president in it, just Cowboys versus
Possibly.
Aliens.
I can't think right now. But look up Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
I wish-
good.
I
it's
wish-
not the best movie ever. It ain't Lord of the Rings.
We need another digital artist on tap.
Shots
'Cause,
fired.
I
over
mean,
here,
could you
Andy.
imagine if we made a T-shirt line like President's Day shirts where like FDR killing like with like like with all the amounts of heads behind his wall, like the Bigfoot, the Snallygaster,
That's not
Teddy
that's
Roosevelt-
Teddy. I was just
Teddy
gonna
Roosevelt,
say that's TR.
and then we have Abe Lincoln with
They were
like
cousins, though.
vampire spikes.
yeah.
And we have we have Trump putting chupacabras in cages.
It'd be like that's against the liberals. Oh,
Oh dear God.
okay. So Teddy
better
Roosevelt,
stop.
yeah, he didn't go. It's not the Snalagaster. Maybe they just said that. But because of all that stuff, the Smithsonian Institute offered a reward to anyone that could acquire the hide of the creature.
Yeah.
So they in 1909 they thought it was real. There was no more sightings of the mysterious creature for about 20 years. They said 23, but the math doesn't add up really. It once again appeared in Frederick County, Maryland. The first report said the creature was seen just below South Mountain in Washington County. Well, now we're over a county. It was surmised at the time that the life expectancy of the Snallygaster was estimated to be about 20 years, and these new sightings were from the offspring of the 1909 creature. How they knew that, I don't know. That's not the same one. That's the youth. That's
You know what
the
happened?
young Snallygaster.
Some dickhead
Do
kept that
you-
egg in his barn, didn't tell anybody in the hatch.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
it took about 20 years, but sorry, there it
20
goes.
years and how much in light bills because of the incubator, you know?
Yeah. He's like, fuck, man, I probably should have
Yeah.
told somebody about this.
So at this time, the Middletown Valley Register, that's the newspaper, requested that local residents who saw the creature should provide as accurate and detailed a description as possible for scientific purposes.
And this is why newspapers don't report things anymore.
Yeah, I wish they did. That'd be awesome. Like that book I have is so good, The Monsters in Print. Like I was looking at it then, and the one is like, a couple spotted the devil. And I was like, what? No, they didn't.
Yeah. Well, already after leaving the bar.
Yeah. Because they're all like, I think everything's before like 1940.
That's when the Men in Black came. Like, you can't put that in print.
Yeah.
We'll take care of everything.
Yeah. Hey, the Men in Black didn't exist till Mothman when the bridge fell.
Yeah.
That's when the Men in Black.
That's when like, all right, don't
Mhm.
put shit in the news anymore.
Yes.
So
So
you
now,
start saying shit in the radio, we're gonna fucking shut your signal
yeah,
down.
because who was on TV at the time. Now we're on to Prohibition Days and reported death. Prohibition, who some people believe didn't happen.
No, it never happened.
The Snallygaster sightings would dissipate until the Prohibition Days, which lasted from January 17th, 1920 to December 5th, 1933. So to give you some description. So in 1909, the Snallygaster was around. A couple years went by, then Prohibition starts, which lasted 13 years roughly. And it comes back like right at the end. It was said that moonshiners used the legend of the Snallygaster to scare off anyone who questioned the sounds of their illegal distilleries at the time, because they would make loud noises and
Mhm.
screeches.
Mhm.
Steam.
Yeah, how they
Mhm.
would cook the moonshine up or whatever, whiskey, whatever they would make.
Don't go in those woods.
Yes.
That's where the Snallygaster lives. They're like,
The
oh,
Snallygaster was
moonshine.
getting drunk on some
Just
moonshine.
gallons and gallons of booze. There was no Snallygaster. So, trying to avert a panic, the Baltimore Sun reported the Snallygaster's death in November 1932. Imagine that. Everyone settled down. Snallygaster's dead. But
We have
how
no
it-
body to prove
Yeah,
it.
but how it died is awesome.
we
So-
buried it.
They did have a shadowy photo of the dead creature, accompanied by a questionable account of how it had drowned in a vat of whiskey mash on a farm near Frog Hollow in Washington County. What a way to go. By suspicious coincidence, which is very hard to say, the report stated that federal prohibition officers inadvertently blew up the still before the carcass could be examined. In yet another so-called coincidence, prohibition ended just a short time later. So
the Snallygaster saved us all from booze.
Yeah.
He brought booze back. He made it cool
Brought
again.
booze
I
back.
couldn't find the name, but the one podcast said the guy's name is like totally over the top. He's like Corn Whiskers, like Bobby Corn Whiskers, but I guess he used the fake name because he was, running moonshine around. So the cops come in, they see the moonshine place. They're gonna bust it for moonshine place, but in the vat, which probably wasn't clear, is this big dead dragon, and they just said, "Better blow this up." Like, I know, like cops back in the day.
We
like,
better contact the White House.
Yeah, like cops would shoot
And then
somebody.
Prohibition.
Yeah.
We killed the
Yeah,
Snallygaster.
shoot somebody and then just throw them in a stripping pit. But like, and then the one reported that so November 1932, right?
And you just wonder why I don't believe any of
Yeah. And it says that prohibition ended in December of 1933. but then-
December 5th,
yeah.
my birthday.
How about that prohibition? ended?
Yep. Well,
There you
not
go.
the same
Not
year, but-
1933.
Yeah. Well, unless I'm
Yeah.
a fucking
Wow.
Time travel.
immortal,
So
a vampire.
the
You're
one,
a Highlander.
yeah,
There can only be one.
the one said that the
Don't tell
Snallygaster-
Obama. He's the tools to kill me.
It died 3 days before prohibition ended. I couldn't find out any information, and so I'm like, that seems like
We
a
couldn't
prob-
find this shadowy picture either.
Yeah, the shadowy picture. There was one little article, but looked like it was a drawing or something.
Bill said, "Let's start up our own newspaper where we report on all things like the Onion with all made up stories." But
this all
With-
happened.
Yeah.
And it was
Why not,
1909.
Bill? That's
I
a
mean,
good idea.
Bill, how
The
about
truth
this?
behind the illusion
You
paper, the
have
TBI paper.
access to the TBI thing. If
Old Swampy Bill.
you write articles and as if they're real, like
We
in-
can get pictures of them down on my family farm too, in Deep Creek.
Yeah.
Coming out of the Deep
Gerardville,
Creek, right by
That's where Creaky lives.
yeah.
and just put right in the
Over bridge
very
number
bottom,
one.
be like,
Yeah,
not
we
a
do
real
it.
story.
We're gonna have the most lame names for all the cryptids.
Yeah. What you do is you write a whole article, right? But make the headline Bigfoot found in Gerardville. And then at the very bottom of the article, like, this is
Yep.
not a real story. Because no one reose reads those articles anyway.
Yeah, or down to the end anyway.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they skip it too. They'll read it and they're like, oh.
And if you're listening to this podcast, you're in on the joke. And everybody else, you just be like, you're an idiot. You didn't read it.
That's true. I mean, but some people read stuff and they still don't pick it up.
I remember when I told everyone, I found an article thing that said, like, the Schuylkill Mall is going to come back and it was going to have this giant, like, con,
Oh,
like
God.
a convention,
Mall con.
like a mall con. And at the very bottom, I was like, this is fake. And it was shared thousands of times.
I believe it.
People were like, the Schuylkill Mall's coming back. We're like,
Everybody was
Yeah.
so excited.
read it.
Read the first
article.
line.
Yeah.
And people don't have time to like. That's why when there's articles shared on Facebook that says people just read like that.
You see how you see article like if you try to share certain things and Facebook is like, did you read this before you shared it?
Oh no!
It like
Oh
tells you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
that-
when I share to some of our groups and stuff, it'll say share even though you didn't open it. Even though I did open it, it still asks.
yeah, but it
me.
doesn't. You
She didn't open it.
Me up from that.
She
I
link.
did.
Facebook wouldn't warn
The
you.
MJF one I did. Oh, I opened. I made sure I watched the MJF.
Bill said he'll
Go
work
on.
on some. I love it. I love it.
Old Swampy. So some stories say that the
Test
Snallygaster.
real quick. If you, I don't know if
Go.
you're here the whole time, Bill. Tuscarora has a lake monster. That's our first one.
Tusky.
Dusky.
I like Swampy better. Some stories say that the Snallygaster was either overcome by the fumes of alcohol and then fell in and died, or was so attracted to the smell that it flew into the rumored 2,500 gallon vat and then drowned. So it's almost like when Joker turned into Joker and fell into the vat of
And we're
chemicals.
fucking around. That's a
It
lot
was
of booze.
Open
Oh,
vat.
yeah.
Which
Well,
I'm like,
somebody had to make them.
Dude, could you imagine how?
Somebody had to supply Atlantic City.
well, how could a big 25-foot dragon fall into the vat? It has to be a big vat.
Yeah, but I mean, like, could you imagine how many trips it took to get all that stuff in the woods
I know.
to fucking make
yeah.
a 2,000 gallon vat of fucking shine?
It's called dedication because we want booze.
I love
We
it.
want to get drunk.
Germans like to drink, so he's probably
Yeah. And
Is
then what's the name? What's the Dukes of Hazzard, the Duke boys.
The
They
Duke-
came,
The
they
Duke
came and
boys.
they ran the moonshine to the towns.
Yep.
in the General Lee.
And then that's how NASCAR started.
Yeah, because they had the General Lee back then.
That is truly how NASCAR started.
No, seriously, that's how
It is.
NASCAR started from
Yes.
like moonshiners were
Oh, I
racing.
thought you said the General Lee.
They would
No.
they would race their cars
Oh,
like because the moonshine cars were built to be fast.
well,
and-
yeah, of course, get away from the
So
cops.
then it turned into like a racing series,
Yep.
and they would
Wow.
take all the moonshine cars, and that's how NASCAR started.
Wow,
Yeah.
how about that?
And that's
And now you can't
originally was on dirt.
And now you can't sponsor alcohol on NASCAR.
Really?
Yeah, it started as a
no Marlboro, no cigarettes, no booze.
Oh, what,
anymore.
nowadays?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like my favorite cigarettes were the first ones to go, and then they still let beer car sponsors. Like my favorite driver drove the Miller Lite car.
it's just so dumb because of like
Yeah.
oh, my kid, he watches NASCAR, but since they got rid of the cigarettes, he'll never find a cigarette.
Yeah. Well, I think it was. I think because like cigarette ads on TV, like they use cartoons to sell it.
Yeah,
Like
but I mean,
the camel and like.
yeah,
'Cause remember that was a big thing too. Like
Yeah,
the
they got
cable comics, he couldn't have a cigar in his mouth for a while in the 90s. Like because it was like you couldn't promote cigarettes or tobacco.
I mean-
in cartoon form.
yeah, but like
Like Bugs Bunny wasn't allowed to smoke anymore and
But it's
all
like-
that stuff.
can't
What,
smoke.
smoked?
Yeah, like he would be certain scenes where he
Yeah, he
cartoon
would-
characters
I
would
remember
smoke.
that.
You know how like 20s characters would like smoke cigarettes, like a
Yeah.
detective.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to do that for a while in the 90s. Like they got rid of it and
Which
everything.
makes sense. Like, don't smoke. You can kill that guy.
Yeah,
What's worse?
hit him with a
I mean,
sledgehammer.
smoking's terrible.
Just don't smoke
Yeah.
after.
But like, you just killed a man. What would you rather? Your child smokes or your child kills people?
Yeah.
You know that? I don't know.
Sorry, side tangent, people. We'll get back to this now.
Yeah, I don't believe any of that. So let's talk about the rival to the Snallygaster because it has a rival. It's one of the cryptids that have a rival, and that would be the Dueo. The Snallygaster is one of the only cryptids to have a fellow cryptid as a rival, and that is the Dueo. The Dueo is reported to be a biped creature that's a creature that walks on 2 feet for the people that don't understand. With similar features to a wolf, but the stance and stature of a human, a la a werewolf or a dog man.
Oh shit.
Sightings of the Dueo have been recorded as recently as 1965. The Dueo and the Snallygaster have reportedly had vicious encounters dating back to the early settlement of the Middletown Valley. It is said that one way to get rid of the Snallygaster was to summon the Dueo. So if the Snallygaster is ruining everything in your town and the hex sign ain't working, you got to summon the Dueo.
It is a vampire versus werewolf. That's a
And the Dueo will come.
time honored tradition.
Yeah, it's
fight it
time
out.
honored tradition.
But then some people got really out there because, tell one person, they tell someone. It's a little bit different. So I would say, oh, yeah, hold on. Before I get there, the Dueo. Wait, how do I write that?
So someone just seen an eagle and a wolf
Oh,
fighting
they're-
in a fucking
yeah,
bush, and
they're
they're like,
mortal
"Oh my god,
God.
it's happening!"
Yeah.
Nobody's like, somebody go get a camera.
It's weird that it's just like the side tangent. Like there's a dragon, all of a sudden there's a werewolf fighting the
You got
dragon.
markers. You better draw fucking 7 heads.
Yeah.
Hex. You're gonna fucking die out
Oh,
there.
yeah, we need more hex signs. Get this werewolf to fight this
You better
dragon.
bring markers.
As I said, people tell people one thing, they tell another. And then some reports say that the Dueo was somehow the offspring of the Snallygaster, and that's what came out of the egg that was hatched.
Oh my god.
So it
Which makes
interbred
no
with
sense.
what? No.
Yeah.
People are rewriting the origin story.
What did the Snallygaster have sex with to get impregnated or whatever?
What is it called when like a creature can just reproduce on its own?
Asexual.
Oh,
Asexual.
Yep.
So maybe that's why. But why would a werewolf come out of a dragon creature? It makes no sense. And then some said that the Snallygaster and the Dueo got together and they had an offspring.
So out of everything we talked about today, that you're hung up on the werewolf coming out of an egg.
Yeah, I mean, let's have some basis here. This makes no sense.
I'm sorry. Why don't we just call it a werewolf too? It sounds like a
Because the Dueo is a cool name.
Yeah, Dueo is that like German too, like Pennsylvania Dutch?
No, I couldn't find. I didn't look into too much
Dueo.
history of the Dueo. 'Cause I
Dueo.
didn't want to go.
That's what I'm thinking.
That could be its own episode because it's the wolf creature and there's a bunch of Dueo
Yeah.
sightings in Maryland.
These PA Dutch are this is Maryland Dutch.
Yeah,
Maryland
sure
Dutch
it's
are
just not
weirder than the
Wolfman Jack.
Yeah.
A lot of the
Maryland Dutch
the
are,
same.
are weirder than the PA Dutch. We don't have Snallygasters up here because we knew better. We put it all on our barns.
They had the hex signs.
Yep.
Ordered it off.
Maryland's
We had
too,
the Butler Gargoyle.
Maryland is too fucking hung up on their own flag. They put it on fucking everything.
Well, yeah.
You go to Maryland,
Yeah,
proud
from
to
the
be
flag is
second-
everywhere.
from the second you cross the border till you cross another border, it's on underwear, t-shirts, every single car
Yep.
is like,
It is a nice flag.
have you ever seen our flag? Like, yeah, I've seen it every
I think
30
it's even on the
seconds
part of the guardrail
It's-
too.
everywhere.
Do you like blue crab?
Yeah, like every single person in Maryland is just like, all right, I gotta get ready for work. Honey, where's my Maryland t-shirt or hat? Our sunglasses that have the checker on the side.
Yeah.
I really want people to know where I'm from.
They're very proud.
They love that flag.
They love that flag.
Which it's like,
and the Terps too. They love their Terps.
it's like once you go over the border, is it really not different? Not really. I mean, Maryland is very flat. We have mountains.
Yeah.
That's one. So it is different in that regard.
Oh, and cameras are invented at this point in time. When the Duegos and the
Yeah, they were out. They were the real old fashioned one where the guy had to get under the, like, you put it up under, you get in it, and then you pull the thing, and they had to stand there for like 10 minutes so it would focus. And
then the bird had to hammer it out.
It was, yeah, on the cartoon. It wasn't a very easy process to take a picture
Flintstones joke.
in 1930. So that's it for the Snallygaster. He reportedly died in the moonshine still. His reign of terror was basically 1909. They left and came back. Artist kids, and maybe he had a Dueo. Maybe he fought the Dueo. Maybe they had another cryptid.
fought
Maybe
to
they
a
fought
stalemate.
and then they fell in love and
But see,
lived happily ever
they
after.
reported the death of Snallygaster, but not the death of the Dueo.
Well, if you summon Duego,
Dueo.
Duego's something different.
yeah, that's an Italian. I'm Italian. I can
No,
say
that's it. That's Duego. A Duego is something different.
No, you just reverse the curse. You summon him and you're like, all right, fuck off.
Oh,
And he's
yeah,
just
but
like,
what makes
"No."
the Dueo go away? I wonder
You
if have to
fucking snap
offer
your
up
fingers
a-
3 times, you spin in 3 loops, and then you fucking do one of these.
Maybe, but I don't think the Dueo was. It's weird because that sounds more like it's a Native American thing, whereas the Snallygaster was the German thing. So I don't know. It's weird, but
I'll have to look that up. There is a lot of
yeah, we could do an
cryptids that
episode
are,
on the Dueo.
that are Native
Dude,
American.
you know what
based.
cryptid is taking fucking TikTok by storm? Besides ghosts. Ghosts are just like
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Are
fucking
ghosts a cryptid though?
No.
no. I'm saying cryptid. You
Oh.
every cryptid I see on fucking TikTok is skinwalkers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, everyone, yeah.
Skinwalkers and Wendigos, yeah.
Yeah, they're all that's the popular thing.
Everybody thinks they're deer, like some weird, like the
Yeah.
deers, because oh my god, their antlers are falling off. That's a Wendigo. No, they shed their antlers naturally.
Or they have like a parasite thing and they're kind of
Yeah,
They're
or they
going-
have like the flesh eating disease.
How about that one where the guy's like in the bushes? You see the guys in the bushes and he's talking and he's trying to talk, but he's not forming real sentences. And he starts crawling up the bush at him.
No, I didn't see that
Yeah,
one.
they're like, that's a fucking Wendigo shapeshifter.
No,
Yeah,
didn't see that one.
Skinwalker. Hey, the people are done with Bigfoot. That was the 70s.
Yeah, he
So-
ain't cool anymore.
So I want to talk about places the Snallygaster appears in pop culture. Like I said before about Fallout, the Snallygaster has appeared in some pop culture as well. You can fight the beast in Fallout 77 or 76, but is vastly different in appearance than the winged creature. I think it doesn't have wings.
Mothman looks a lot different too. He looks like a legit moth.
I guess they tried to make it their own like mutation.
Yeah.
In 2017 edition of J.K. Rowling's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, they incorporated the Snallygaster into her Harry Potter universe.
Mm.
So read that book and it tells you where to find the Snallygaster. I don't think it's
a movie though too. I think.
Oh, fantastic. I'm not sure. We're not
Yeah.
Harry Potter people.
No, I'm
Nikolai
not.
would
I'm
know.
not really either. But I think the Fantastic Beasts had. Yeah. Now
I
that you
think
say it.
so.
Oh yeah, Fantastic Beasts is supposed to be Johnny Depp.
I mean, this
and
is
they
the
got
book.
rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2011, an annual beer festival was started. A Beastly Bear Jamboree called Snallygaster started in Washington, D.C.
All right, we're there.
The Snallygaster is a blended whiskey produced by Dragon Distillery of Frederick, Maryland, released in 2018. South Mountain Creamery, I want to go here. A dairy farm located in Frederick County, Maryland, produces an ice cream flavor named Snallygaster. It consists of peanut butter flavored ice cream with caramel swirl, peanut butter cups, and pretzels. I'm all for it.
Yeah,
All right.
that sounds good.
Well,
Sounds delicious.
I'll buy the beer, the whiskey, and then we'll stop and get some
Yeah.
ice cream.
So the South Mountain Creamery, I'm going to
so look at this. We're planning a day already.
I want to eat the Snallygaster. Is also delicious.
Yeah.
And then finally, in 2021, Sarah Cooper, a cryptozoologist, I don't know how to say that word, in Maryland,
Sounds good
opened
to me.
the American
Zoologist.
Snallygaster Museum in Liberty Town, Maryland. On Instagram, you can search for American Snallygaster Museum, and she has pictures of the museum and stuff. And it was during the podcast she was on, it was like kind of the height of the pandemic, so she said it was open by appointment, but now it might be open. And they went to buy a new building. They're just getting started, but it looks really cool.
We're on our way.
So check that out. I want to go. And Sarah Cooper, kind of good looking. Just want to say.
She's a little Snallygaster.
Yeah, I think she's married, but just want to say that. So that's a Snallygaster.
What if her husband just gets sucked up by a
I hope the
Snallygaster?
Snallygaster gets him.
And then you have to come in like the fucking
Yeah.
the Duego to save the day.
Dueo. What was it? Dueo.
I've
Dueo.
read
The Dueo. The Dueo's coming, not to get you, to save you.
to save you.
Yeah. Well, he might get
Sorry we couldn't save your husband, but we're here.
Yeah, Sarah Cooper. Sounds like a fake
Poor
name.
girl.
Yep.
Sarah Cooper, come with me if you want to live.
Here it is. The
Yeah,
Snallygaster.
I like it. It's cool. It's a cool looking cryptid. It has a rival. Whatever cryptid has a rival. Bigfoot might have a rival, but not a known rival.
I feel like if Bigfoot met the Yeti, it'd be on.
Yeah,
The Yeti.
it would be on.
Hey.
It'd be on. Who would win the fight? The Yeti or
I
the
think the Yeti is just the snowy like a white.
Snowy Bigfoot.
Triple threat death match.
I don't think they have
Skunk
different
ape.
powers. Yeah,
Bigfoot.
yeah. Skunk ape is like a swampy Bigfoot.
Yeah,
So
triple threat match.
yeah, it's kind of like the same, just different. Like wood elf, high elf.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, if you're in the chat, this is your time to shine. We want two things from you. You want your card read?
Your boots, your clothes, and you
Card
want the
read, but
side
I have a little bit on Marie Laveau too. If you want me to or what kind of time are we?
We're at
looking
55 minutes.
Oh.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I can skip that for another day too, because she could
Can you
deserve her
talk
own.
like Gambit for the whole thing? No,
Yeah.
No, I can't talk crazy.
why not?
So we're
because I'm
gonna,
not as good as you.
Why not, Cher?
so if you want your card read, put in the chat me, and she will do a one card reading and
A tarot card.
tarot card,
Just gotta-
and we'll tell
I
you
do
if
want to
this.
say
We're gonna
too-
tell you if the Snallygaster is gonna kill you or not.
well, he's dead. So
I don't know. He might come back.
Teddy Roosevelt shot him. Maybe Teddy Roosevelt shot him, and then he flew and crashed into the
The vat.
moonshine thing,
Oh,
and that's where he died.
That's
And
what I
then
want
Teddy
to
told
believe.
them cops, blow that thing up.
Blow it up.
Blow it
Yeah.
up.
And let everyone drink booze.
Yeah. Well, not yet. In a couple months.
Yeah. Give it a couple months.
Yeah. And then that booze that you blew up, that probably would have took out an entire city block.
Yeah.
Think about that much 2,500
yeah.
gallons of moonshine. And they said they used dynamite
Much
to blow it up.
grain. Yeah,
Like that mountain doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's
Hollow,
gone.
Frog Hollow, Maryland is gone.
Mhm.
it's
Just a
gone.
big fucking crater.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say astrology news.
I mean,
March. Go ahead.
2222.
Yeah,
Gotta be-
I was gonna touch on that today too.
That's got to be
Okay.
something cool, right?
It is. It is something cool.
Other
We'll
than
do that first. I'll do that first. So yes, today is the 2/22 of 22 of this what
Never happened again.
2022. No, it'll never happen again. It is a big portal of energy for today, especially if you're setting intentions or
Of course
trying.
it is. Of course it is.
Come on, Snallygaster or 22222. Come on,
Oh my
a
goodness.
little bit better.
Hey, it was 1909. They didn't have 222 in 1909. They have 227.
11111. You're fucked. 2222.
No, 1111 is the wish number.
Yeah, that's
Whenever you see
1111. Yeah,
1111 is a wish number or twin flame number.
Snallygaster would come back.
All right. Well, listen. We have a couple more hours till midnight. Tell us what we got to do.
Okay, so 222 today is a good day to work on balance between your relationships with others is basically really the best thing you could do today. If you're wishing for any kind of love or romantic relationship, it's also a good day to work on that as well. It's mostly I try to advise people to really assess their relationship with others and their relationships with themselves, because that's the most important one.
Self-love today.
Yeah,
Self-love today.
Nothing wrong with that.
But also call yourself out if you're being lazy or if you're being a douche. Like, own up to it and may be better tomorrow.
Yeah. How about fuck your significant other?
Yeah.
I'm fucking good.
There it is.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
words of wisdom.
There it
What's
is.
the wisdom?
I don't know what else to say.
I don't know either at that.
Who wants a card read? Put
After
it in the
that,
chat, me,
yeah.
and we'll read you a card. If you don't want a
Yeah.
card read, then we'll just move on.
Or if you like somebody, tell them.
Yeah, if you like someone, just fucking shoot your shot. It's
Yeah.
22222.
Yeah.
Shoot
just
your shot.
Say,
or
look, it's 2222.
This will never happen again.
1-900-909-9900.
work, and it's basically to work on balanced relationships. So
Hey.
if you're giving too much in the relationship, pull back. Or
There
if
you
you
go.
feel like you're not giving enough, start giving more.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
And that's good.
I made burgers today.
There you go.
There it
Yeah.
is.
That's
I
good,
was super.
that's good
impressed.
advice for anytime, not just February
Two, two, two.
22nd, 2022.
Dude, that burger is going to get me some love later.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
talking about?
Oh my
I took the dog out, I fed it, made burgers, set up the podcast. It's
There you
2222,
go.
baby.
That's right. And then we have March 2nd is going to be one of our biggest new moons that we have this whole year.
How
Pull
we
it up.
what is this? Just
Yeah. How does the new moon get any bigger?
it just keeps,
Well,
any other new moon?
energetically.
just,
energetically.
okay.
just keeps getting bigger every month.
March.
I
no,
swear that
no,
new
no,
moon
no.
I can't see is bigger
Because
than
March
last time.
2nd is a Pisces new moon, and it's also
Okay.
Venus and Mars and Pluto are also aligned in the solar system.
Oh,
so
Pluto's
they're all
back.
being aligned.
Yeah, Pluto's back.
Pluto's
Planet again.
Pluto's always been a planet.
Remember when they added the 10th planet?
Planet X.
It was Planet X, and it was a number.
I don't
RC.
that didn't stick though.
Yeah,
It doesn't
No.
stick in astrology
It
at least.
yeah, just like when they added the.
I remember them talking about it.
Ophiuchus, whatever astrology sign.
Oh, the zodiac,
Yeah.
the octopus. No, that is not it. Nobody's actually
The
adhering to that.
Snallygaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weird octopus Snallygaster. So yes, March 2nd is a new moon with all this this astrology energy, Virgo, Venus, Mars, Pluto, all aligned. Intentions around dream work, astral travel, and emotions are good during that time. So if you want to work on your astral traveling abilities, that's always a good time to try and work on them, make them stronger. Dream work, you might have more vivid dreams than normal during that night. At this time too, it's incredibly rare that all those planets are lined up, and it enhances the energies around the moon. So as it is, focus around relationships and power struggles may be in our lives that day too,
Ooh,
because of
power
the struggles between Pluto and
Or
Venus.
you can astro travel over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button
There
Good.
you go.
because all the planets align and we're trying to get that
But
1,000
when you see
subscribers.
the birds, you gotta get out.
Yeah.
Because that means you're there too long and bad stuff will happen.
That's all right.
That's what Sabrina taught me.
Yeah.
I wish I could astral travel. That'd be awesome.
All right, so we have one person running a card.
Birds.
Dana wants a card read.
Dana? Okay.
She gave consent.
So Dana would like, we're gonna pull a tarot card for Dana right
So
No,
Dana,
oracle
Dana, it's
card.
your first time. She's gonna give you a legit reading, and then me and Andy are gonna give you your own takes,
now. we're gonna comment.
and then you take what you want. It's 22222, baby.
222.
Big moons, 2-2s.
Big,
It's a lot
big,
going on.
Big new moons.
Big moons are happening.
Now new moon is the one you can't see because the full
Yes.
moon obviously is the one you can see.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I never heard that there's power, but maybe. I don't. What do I know?
New moons, you have to. That's your intention setting time. So that's
Hmm.
when you want to.
What was that
You
spooky
start
TikTok you made about villains and fucking being evil and giving fucking devil eyes? What's up with that?
Because
All right, is it
it's I'm becoming my Lilith and letting that shadow out.
all the fucking women are gonna be evil now? Is that what you're trying to
Yeah,
tell me?
basically, we're all going into our villain era.
All right, well, listen, you guys all become villains.
We're all going into our heel era.
If yous become heels, I'm becoming Teddy Roosevelt or Abraham Lincoln, and all you demons are fucked. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. Okay.
They gotta become Constantine.
Sam said he wants a card too.
Oh God, Sammy.
Sam, we got you, boy. We got you. All right. She's shuffling the deck for people who are listening to audio later, and we're gonna do a
We'll put a
one card reading.
Space dust on it. As the cards be
She's
shuffled.
really focused.
High Priestess Dana.
Uh-oh.
Discernment, perseverance, prophecy.
Perseverance.
Yeah, thank you. Prophecy and vision. Really tap into your intuitive side today, or
All right.
in the week. So when I pull for somebody, I usually ask for the best general advice for the week. You're backwards.
No.
No, there we go. There.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Dana.
I was like, all right, it's a cup and a moon.
No,
She's also on the cover of the box of cards.
Oh, you got the
that's the
cover.
Lady of the Lake.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I gave you
So,
the wrong side
High
of the card.
Priestess,
there.
definitely tap it into your intuition. Do not ignore it. If your gut feeling is something telling you something, listen to it right now. Also good with balance today too. Like I was saying here before, with the High Priestess, she's good because how can I say this nicely? She has balance between groundedness and tapping into the ethereal. So maybe it would be
Mm.
good for you to balance the physical and the spiritual at this time too.
There you go.
But also listen to your intuition. It won't lead you the wrong way.
So if you're saying I'm getting this fucking cable because it's too expensive and I'm gonna get a streaming service that's much better and cheaper, do it.
What else you got from that? Do you get anything else?
She looks like she's gonna have a big bowl of soup. Maybe she's gonna have some clam chowder. What's the Manhattan clam chowder? That's the red one. There's also a bird trying to eat it, and that might be the Snallygaster's. I forget what they call that.
The big bowl of soup is a bowl of water that they scry into.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe she's frying a bowl.
Well,
of
you'll
soup.
learn that during our divination episode
there we
with
go.
Jackie, who's coming on in March.
All right, so I'm gonna say if it says discernment,
The bird is the Snallygaster's familiar.
yeah, it's a crow. Yeah, I think she nailed it. I don't think I got anything to do it. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope that resonates, Dana. If you have something if you have a goal in mind, stick to it, fight for it. You're on the right track, right?
There is no
Essentially.
Dana.
No.
Only Zool.
Listen
to your heart.
gut. Yes.
Listen to your heart.
Yeah, saying, hey, I'm gonna paint that room. Fucking paint it.
Yes.
You're gonna quit your job and go get that other one and do it.
You're gonna subscribe to our YouTube channel. You do it, Dana.
Yeah.
No one's gonna stop you. All right, Sam's card. Here we go. Seem pretty excited about this one.
Shuffling and shuffling.
Sam's gonna get the fucking a cool card. I feel it. He's gonna get the Bumblebee.
A card for 2/2/2.
This is your 2/2/2/2/2 card, Sam.
2/22/22.
She said, "I've been feeling something in my gut lately."
Letting go, Sam.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what this could be about. Maybe about work.
Uh-oh.
Letting go of all the stresses.
Yeah, she has inside information. So.
Yeah, it's hard to do somebody you actually know because you can really attach it real quick. But I would say letting go of some of the stressors you have at work. It's just only weighing you down.
Yeah, letting go. It's for those that can't see, it's a waterfall.
So with this deck, this is an oracle deck. This is not a tarot deck. So you have certain people in the deck like Merlin, the Grail Knight, the High Priestess, Lady of the Lake, but you also have animal helpers come through and fairy helpers come through in this deck, and then you have path markers, which are like this: letting go, burden, forgiveness. That kind of gives it more the kick in the ass. Like if you actually do a full 12 card spread.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're letting go of the burden or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
I see when I pull for myself, I always get these stupid the life path markers. Or
So
the life
essentially,
markers.
whatever's you're holding on to, whatever's bothering you, let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go.
I let everything go.
Let it
Let it
snow.
go.
No more snow.
Let
Yeah,
it go.
I'm-
Let it flow. Let it flow.
Let it flow like water,
Put
or
the intention out there and
Hence
let it
the
flow.
waterfall.
Or like
on the
a-
card.
Maybe Sammy,
Like a
this is
good
what
pee.
it's telling you. Get rid of all those transmissions in my freaking garage.
let them go. Let them
Let
go.
them go.
You know what I
Let them
say? If you-
go.
if
Let
you
them
ha-
go to new homes.
Let them
And don't get
transmissions
any
go.
more. Don't
those
get any more.
transmissions-
We don't need any more.
If you have something right like that,
19's enough.
and you-
Or
and if
keep
you
those
haven't-
transmissions
No.
and let go of all the problems that she's thrown at you.
Oh,
and
my.
get more transmissions.
and this is good advice. If you have stuff and you're not collecting it to show it off, like if you're like, I'm gonna keep that because I'm gonna use that one day, and it's been 5 years and you haven't used it, get rid of it because you ain't gonna use it.
So
To be fair, he
get
is selling
shelves
them.
and put transmissions all in the kitchen.
no.
There it is. We nailed it.
No.
I thought she was gonna say Transformers. Like, don't you dare get rid
Don't
of
you ever get rid of
Transformers.
Transformers. If
you
you
know,
have,
you
and
would have
Unless
really
you wanna
yelled
give
at
it
him.
to me.
You would
he
have
likes
yelled
the
at
stress,
him.
he said.
Huh?
He said he likes the stress.
Yeah, I'm sure he
Loves
does. Yeah, hospital visit.
Or if
you
people
would've-
are bothering
you
your
would've-
job, kill them.
you would have hated him a couple weeks
No,
or
don't
a
do
couple
that. That's a
summers
joke.
ago. He got rid of all his Masters of the Universe
My
toys
God,
from the
why?
80s.
She
Sold them
made
all
him
for-
sell it.
Oh, if he
100
sold them.
bucks.
Oh,
She made him.
what a deal.
No, I did not. I
She said-
was
said,
like,
"Get your
are you
fucking toys out of
sure?
my house."
Are you sure? Because he had Grayskull. He had the other one. Oh God, the snake one.
Snake Mountain.
Snake Mountain. Yeah, he had
Come
Snake
on.
Mountain. He had Skunk Man. He had all of them.
Skunk Stinkor.
Or Stinkor. Yeah, whatever.
Jesus.
But he had them all. He
Learn
had
your
like.
Snallagasters.
Yeah, I know. But he had all of them, and he left them go for $100.
He makes money
Wow.
from transmissions.
Oh, that guy got a good deal.
I know he
Because
makes money from transmissions, but when
depending-
I'm tripping over them out there, it sucks.
Well,
Don't go out
depending
there.
on
Don't-
the condition, some are worth more than others. But
They were out of the box and stuff.
Yeah, I
They-
mean, but some still like people get them and they put them in a plastic bag, right? And they sell them loose, and they still can go for like 20 to 30 bucks, depending on the character
Yeah.
and the condition of the character.
like
his Grayskull
like a
was nice.
waterfall.
I
You know,
still- I
there's
still have
many
my
different paths a
Grayskull.
waterfall can take, right? So maybe
I would say down.
if this rock is the transmission, you should flow a different direction to stay away from those transmissions.
I guess.
All
I
right.
guess. Yeah.
Bill wants a card.
You need a bigger
Bill.
house. That's the
There it
real-
is.
Then you can buy the He-Man again and have a He-Man room.
Yes. I
He-Man transmission room. I think we're on to something.
What's your favorite character, Sam? If you can,
He don't.
if you remember. If you
He
have
he
one.
didn't even want to watch the cartoon with me when it was
he
on
likes
Netflix.
Skunk Man.
Yeah, Skunk Man. That's like, hey, these comics, they're still in the plastics. Okay.
What are they called? The dust covers, dust sleeves.
Bags and boards. They don't come in that. You have to put them on buy them
Well,
separately.
not every nerdy person knows
I know.
that. Who
but
doesn't?
that's when someone says that, you know, they don't know what the fuck they're
Battle
talking about.
Cat.
Battle Cat. Okay,
So I
that's
didn't know.
He-Man's
I,
cat.
even though I watched it, but I called them the wrong name, so you think I don't know what I'm talking about.
They
What was-
don't.
What was
they
the
do
Yule
say-
Cat? The Yule Cat's like the Battle Cat.
Yeah, Tila does say his name. The Stinkor. What are you doing here?
Stink. Yeah.
And his Stinker is played by Jay Muse or Jason Muse. What's his
Jason
name?
Mewes.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
He
That's
only has like 2 lines left.
all you need.
The frog. So frog is cleaning house, releasing an emotional baggage.
Oh,
There you
nailed
go.
it.
Now, who is that for?
That's for
Bill.
Bill.
Oh, Bill. Clean house. He
Bill.
did clean house.
Go clean
Or
house.
maybe physically clean your house.
Yeah, maybe your house is fucking
Run the
dirty.
sweeper.
Maybe there's some remnants of certain said thing
That
or
could be.
person, place, or thing that you need to get rid of a little bit more. But frog to me is also transformation because you go from a tadpole to the frog.
That's right.
So you're
What if
getting
this
there,
frog
Bill.
had a big beard?
You go from Polly
It's
Whirl,
red like his beard.
Oh my goodness.
Whirl to Polly.
Polywog.
Yeah, Polywog to Polywog to Polyrath.
Yeah.
There's 3. Yeah.
I think there's another generation in there.
Yeah, I
somewhere.
think they added one now. Yeah,
I think they
there's
added
4.
another one. Yeah. Or he actually turns into a frog.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what they did. They added another one after Polyrath.
Yeah, I think
and
they
it
did,
turns
yeah.
into the frog then.
Which makes sense because it doesn't
Yeah.
look like it looks more like a tadpole.
Yeah.
There's a Loveland Frog man. See?
There it is.
Yep.
Well, listen, everyone got their card read. If you're last call for alcohol, if you want your card read, we're gonna do our plugs. If you already got your card read and you have a cool idea for an episode, now's your time to shine. Put it in the chat, and we'll possibly research it for a future episode.
Next episode I know we are doing is Celtic myths and legend, and Bill's gonna be
Bill's
here
gonna be
for that.
joining us.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're gonna get drunk.
We're all to talk like that for the whole episode.
You know, all
You
my
can
all
do
my
that.
accents just go right
Yeah, it's some generic.
to
I
yeah.
don't know what the.
It's
We're gonna
like-
start singing Wild Rover and
Yeah,
Whiskey
yeah.
in a Jar.
Nothing
It's
to
gonna be
say,
good.
folks. Nothing to say.
I did buy a vest today, so I am transforming. Like a vest, like a jean jacket vest, a leather vest.
Yeah.
Did you turn into a biker?
Or a
Did you
nice like dress vest?
did you get like a
Maybe he got a nice warm Columbia vest.
maybe you
Yeah.
got a safety vest so you can shine?
Maybe he got a chest and he spelled it wrong.
Yeah. A lot of different vests you can get.
I
right.
would like a chest.
What are you wearing today? What are we talking about? What are you
I
plugging?
had to look down. I bought the shirt at Walmart and I liked it so much I bought another one. And it's a
Is that where you get these headless horseman shirts? How the hell?
it's death riding like a nightmare. Nightmare is a term
It's
for
like-
an evil horse.
it's
that
you
usually is on
should have
fire.
wore it. You should wear it the next time because it looks like the Dullahan.
There it is.
I have a Sleepy Hollow shirt actually with,
Yeah.
with one on. So yeah, I like it. It's purple. And it's
got some crows
and
in
it
the
was
back.
like $6 at Walmart. I
Wow.
bought another one because I liked it so much. I have to.
Anything you want to plug?
Go to the American Snallygaster Museum on Instagram and check that out because that way you can actually go there and find it.
Well, I know we have a buddy who likes to drive and go
Mm-hmm.
places.
I want to go. Yeah.
Maybe like for Clinton Road and these places, he can drive us. We'll throw him a couple bucks. We could fill up a little van
Mhm.
full of people. We'll podcast
It'll be
while
like-
we're on the fucking
it's like the
Clinton Road.
Paranormal.
It'll be a
bus
little
trip.
paranormal bus trip.
Yeah.
We'll take it to Gettysburg. We'll take it to fucking.
The Snallygaster Museum.
How far is
be nice.
West Virginia? That's
It's real close. So
No,
there's
it's
actually
close.
a part where we what's the name?
like a 4-hour drive.
Actually, West
Well,
Virginia is really nice to drive through. Whenever I go down
If
to
you go-
Tennessee, that's the road I like.
For
most.
local people.
I mean-
We're in Frackville, Pennsylvania right now. If you go on 81, you could be West Virginia in 2.5 hours.
Mhm.
Let's Falling
Fucking
Waters,
go look
West
for
Virginia.
Mothman, or fucking
And you can buy Cheerwine. Point Pleasant's on the other side of West Virginia. That's probably about 4 to 5 hours.
oh,
Yeah.
fucked up. Never mind.
It's
I
actually
mean,
really
Jared,
pretty.
he's all about driving.
Yeah.
He loves it.
So I mean, there's also a part where this town is. I forget the name of it right now, but there's like it's West Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania. And you can be within each other within half an
Yeah,
hour.
we'll fill up a van. We'll get some ice cream and some whiskey.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Not Point. Oh, what's the name of that town? Shit, it's like a Jim Thorpe of West Virginia. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I can't think of that. And it's like where 2 train tracks meet in 2 rivers. It's
Isn't there a fucking spooky
Point
bridge?
Pleasant or
That's
no?
no, not Point Pleasant.
Sammy, where were we? Are
where's
you
the
still
goat?
listening?
Where's the goat man out? Isn't that something close to?
Oh,
Was
I-
that West
I don't know.
Virginia?
fucking goat man on the
Harper's
bridge?
Ferry?
Harper's
No.
Ferry is it?
Yeah,
that is.
I was
that's
there.
a cool town. It's like
Yeah.
Jim Thorpe of West Virginia.
Yeah,
Fucking, we're gonna do all this cool shit.
Describe it.
but that was nothing with a point. I was trying to think of towns with the
Oh,
point. in
point.
the
Yeah,
name.
there's no point in this.
It's Harper's Ferry. Yeah, so that has a lot of big Civil War
Yes.
stuff to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of supposed ghosts in the armory and stuff there.
It's
too.
a very cool place to visit.
Yeah.
That's about 3 hours to get to. Yeah, you can whitewater raft there too.
Yeah,
in the
that's
winter.
what I wanted to do.
I'm just gonna
A lot of
drink.
places to eat. There is places to drink.
Yeah, you guys can go fucking get in the
it's-
water.
It's
I'm just
pretty
gonna,
cool.
I'm gonna drink my life away.
It's old.
It is.
town.
It's where the Shenandoah meets. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not
two
driving
rivers.
all the way down there and going Shenandoah again. That's
No, the Shenandoah River.
And there was a guy.
have no
There was a
Shenandoah.
guy selling pork rinds outside when you crossed the bridge, and they were delicious.
Yeah,
Yeah. He had different flavors of pork rinds. So we
it's gonna be a fun summer
bought a
between
bunch of bags of pork rinds.
between banging beers and truth behind illusion. We're gonna do a lot of fun things.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot. There's a lot like this. People say, "Oh, this area sucks." No, there's cool places. You gotta find them.
We can do a little local trip. We can get everyone to go to Peddler's Grave.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go to places that you could
we could
legally
ju-
go to. We're
Go
not
to
gonna
Blue Eye-
we're not
where
gonna
the Blue
break
Eyed
any
Six
laws.
Was. Yeah, and then we can go to Hawk Mountain a day
Yeah,
because
and listen,
that's where that guy cut off everybody's heads and threw them in a well, or he was
Oh, That's
a cannibal and fed them to his patrons. He owned a tavern there.
Oh yeah.
every year
Yeah.
we do the Jim Thorpe prison. I'm sure it's gonna happen again. So what we can do is maybe we can contact the Jim Thorpe prison And if we get enough people to sign up, maybe we can do a group tour. We have to technically buy the ticket. So if we go ahead and be like, hey, the 4 o'clock,
Mhm.
that's
just
we
for
bought it, we paid.
TBI.
Yeah, and it could be like a group thing where we can go in and do a tour together. We can even do that if enough people are interested. Listen, if we can use this podcast name to bring business somewhere or help them make money, we're down. Like, listen, if we make a couple bucks on the Patreon or selling a t-shirt, great. We could buy a new camera. We can do all this really cool things. But like, even with banging beers, I would love to take a van full of people to a brewery and bring like 60 people to a brewery, make sure everyone gets home safe because we have someone driving, and then we dump money into a local business. If we can do the same thing at these places, like, hey, we're going to bring a van, Jim Thorpe Prison, we're going to buy a time slot and we all take the tour together, but everyone throws, like, they pay for their ticket, maybe throw a tip in or something like that, and it really helped them out. That'd be cool because that says, okay, not only do we let these people into a podcast, but now they're getting their audience to come in and support our business. And they're like, hey, we're here because of the podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I would love to do that kind of stuff. And then, like I said, we can hang out the entire day around Jim Thorpe, walk around, do some fun things.
I always like to support local, especially like auctions and stuff. I'd much rather buy like jelly there because there's so many flavors.
Absolutely.
It's not just strawberry. I know it's just great, like jelly, but
That's why I love
go to the
craft
store,
beer.
There's only so many flavors. Yeah,
That's why I fucking love
You go
craft
to
beer.
a brewery or you go to the auction and all the Amish are making all this. Look at all the stuff you can get. You might pay a little bit more, but it's better. It's quality made. I don't know.
Yeah, it's smaller batches made. There's more love in it.
I'd much rather eat food from the auction than go to McDonald's.
That place that we did at Jim Thorpe that I bought that beard oil, the Conjuring or whatever it's called.
Conjured.
Oh my God. Well,
I
I have
forget.
to email them for about because they want to do an episode.
Mhm.
I just have to email them.
I would
but
love to do an episode with
their
them.
beard balm I bought, our beard oil.
Mhm.
Heidi's like, you smell so good. I'm like, that's my beard oil.
Yeah.
She
a lot of stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
loves
soaps that are made like that.
Yeah, actually, we bought the hot cocoa soap.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
bought the
yeah.
peppermint snowflake one too.
Yeah.
That was
I
good.
bought a dragon's blood one before, not there, but somewhere else. It was very good.
Yeah.
And I brought the Yuletide spray and I sprayed it all around during Christmas and it was really nice.
We just drank a cryptid beer on Banging Beers. We drank the Puka.
A puka.
Puka. I don't know the
And that puka we'll be talking about
That's an
next
Irish
time.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Rusty Rail made it.
we gotta
Yeah.
get that.
It's like
Snallygaster.
it's kind of like a weird cat looking thing, cat and elf gremlin
Ooh, I
looking
like it.
thing. Yeah. My pap used to say, oh, like he used to tease you, don't do something bad to the puka. Okay. Yeah.
The old
It's
puka.
always everything's coming to get you. There's no helpful cryptid.
Yeah. Listen, if you're gonna be a bad kid, a runaway slave, something's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
That's all to it. But all right, Kelly, what do you got to plug?
I'm wearing my supernatural shirt since we're talking about a cryptid or a monster that could possibly be killed.
Yeah, a little closer to the mic there.
My
There you go. Bring it in.
Yeah,
Put it right in your mooch.
mooch. So yeah, supernatural shirt. You'll see it on the pictures. But
says love.
I figured since we're doing a cryptid, we might as well support the boys that probably could bring it down. Sam and
I wonder if
Dean.
they had. Did they ever have it? You watched them all, right?
Yeah.
They ever have a Snallygaster?
I think
No.
one of the dudes from that show
should be Gambit. That's what I always say.
is going to be Batman on a TV show.
Oh,
Jensen.
he voices
Yeah.
the a lot of the
He's
cartoons.
gonna
Yeah,
play.
he
He's gonna play
voices
live
Red
action
Hood,
Batman.
too.
Maybe the Superman.
One of the
Clark or whatever.
TV
Oh, what's
shows.
it called?
He's
Yeah.
rumored to be cast as Batman.
Yeah.
Maybe
He's
for
also
maybe for Titan or something. Like they
Yeah.
want to have a TV universe Batman,
Yeah.
and they
Jensen
think that's
Ackles
who's
is
gonna, and he's
it.
gonna bounce between Flash or whatever shows are there.
Well, the other guy should be Gambit. So.
Yeah.
well, the other guy's Walker, Texas Ranger now.
Oh well, he can be Gambit.
So, Jensen is probably going to be Batman. It sounds like, but he's also in The Boys, this new season of The Boys too. If you watch The Boys,
I heard it's good.
I think
So-
when Bill said I have a can left, or I can get a 4-pack for the show. I think a can's fine because the only ones that are gonna drink it are me and you, so we can just split a can, Bill.
I'll have a little taste of it.
Yeah.
I just won't.
If you come across
hammer
any
it.
other cryptid beers, always put them aside for us.
Yeah. So and I'm going to plug myself for my Crystal Reiki sessions. I'm booking for April now. If anybody'd like one, I'm still doing the Reiki and readings for $30 distantly. In-home visits are kind of limited right now, but you can always check and see with me, and I can probably get back to you.
You're sneaking something.
I
there. What
forgot. Monster mucus. I got a soda here. Ask Avery's. These are the totally gross sodas. So it's called Monster Mucus. Is strawberry and blue raspberry mixed together. So I forgot to pull it out.
Let's do it
There's,
next.
there's old Swampy.
Let's do it.
I
next.
was gonna drink it now. Fuck you.
I mean, I was gonna say we could split it and try it, but I have
mean,
to
you
go.
can try it.
dick.
I have to go get all the cups and stuff, and I feel like we're close to the end here.
Yeah, it was.
We'll do it off camera, and we'll tell you how.
I'll give you
Yeah.
some.
Yeah.
Totally gross soda, baby. Monster.
Cody Gross soda. Anything else?
No, not really.
All right, the IWEP Network. You can check out all the shows we have here. If you're into pro wrestling, this Thursday we're talking Spunk. What the hell is his name? Spunky.
Sputnik Monroe.
Sputnik,
We
I was
will not
close.
be talking spunk.
Sputnik Monroe, which is
That would be very fun.
it is it's like a Black History Month where this guy pretty much
He helped. He was white guy himself, but he
Well-
helped a lot of black wrestlers.
he pretty much said, like, he was like one of the top billed guys. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, if you want me to be here, book my black friends.
Yeah,
And they're like,
back then they wanted black guys to wrestle black guys. And
Yep.
you know,
and he was like, no, fuck all that shit. We're changing the game. And
Yeah.
he's kind of a dope guy. We're going to learn about him, and that's what we're going to talk about this week on Tornado Tag Podcast. This Sunday, we have Banging Beers. I think we're back to our normal time of 12 o'clock. We're drinking beers from Icarus. Interviews with everyday people. I don't have anything for this week or next week. I have to schedule an appointment. I just started a new job. It's been a little crazy, so that'll be coming back soon. And then next week on Not Cool in High School,
Did we decide what we're
I don't
doing?
think we
No.
have a topic.
So I guess we're just doing the Disney Princess. I was gonna say, well, everyone pick one and talk about the one you like.
We'll figure it out. We'll get in the group chat
Who
tonight.
are you
and figure
going to
out.
talk about?
I don't know.
Yeah, who's your favorite Disney princess?
Pocahontas, I guess.
Leia.
No. Remember
She's not a
the
princess.
14 that the website
yeah.
said.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll figure out a topic.
Pocahontas is my second.
We'll get in our group chat now and figure out a topic. Possible new spin-off of Not Cool in High School coming very soon, where it's going to still be a Not Cool in High School brand, but maybe kind of more narrowed in on a certain topic. And it's going to be kind of crossover from other podcasts that are going to come and join and hang out with us. And it's going to be a rotating cast to talk about this topic. That's the only hint you're going to get. But like I said, we have the Patreon, we have t-shirts. If you do buy any merchandise or t-shirts, like we have pint glasses and everything, they are in the links below. Take a picture with said merchandise so we can say thank you and show the people that people actually buy the stuff. That's all I got for the IWEP network. And Truth Behind Illusion. What do we have here? It's still the same chat. Another fun thing too, while the music playing, if you're still here, if you want to say something in closing for us, we will put it in the chat. And thank you guys, seriously. A lot of people talking tonight. The comment section was going crazy. If you're listening to this back, we'll see you in 2 weeks, Tuesday, 8 o'clock,
When we divine
talk
sound.
Irish.
Irish.
Okay, divination. Never mind.
No. Irish legends and
Legends
myths.
of the Irish hidden temples.
Mhm.
No, it'll be like the Children of Lear.
Celtic myths.
Yes.
Children of Lear, the Headless Horseman.
Oh, I got
Bill's
that
going to come
one.
on and talk about the Irish Headless Horseman. He's doing a little
What the
investigating on
Dollahad.
that.
So
Don't
join
have-
us.
That son of a bitch.
You can join us live in 2 weeks if you're listening to this back later,
Yeah.
and join the live chat and hang out with everybody. Some first timers here in the chat. Dana, thank you so much. I believe it's her first time. I hope if it's not, I'm sorry. And also, who else was in the chat for the first time? I think
What was his name?
James.
James. Yeah, I don't know if he hung out the whole time, but thank you guys. Seriously, it means a lot. The more people comment and interact and like and share, it tells the algorithms, hey, this is something going on here, and it lets more people see it.
The
So-
algorithm.
The algorithms. Thank you. It's a conspiracy. They're trying to hold us back because we're telling you the truth. We're telling you what's hidden in plain
The
sight.
Titanic didn't sink.
The Titanic. Oh, we should post that fucking thing.
Well,
And let people pick from that.
Yeah. I want to do a whole just an overview episode where we just talk about the wackiest ones.
I like
We
it.
don't dive into them. We just talk what we think about them.
I don't know. I can't wrap my head around that one. I don't know.
Avril Lavigne's not. She's dead. It's a replacement.
That one I can.
Yeah, we can
That
do-
one I can.
There's two celebrity people who died and
There's a lot actually.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot more
died
than
and
two.
replaced by someone else.
Yeah, there's
Paul
a lot.
I know
McCartney
it's
was
two.
the other
Spears.
one.
Britney Spears is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that
with
one.
clones.
But
Yeah, a lot of clones.
I believe the Avril Lavigne one. They replaced
You
her with-
believe it?
Yeah, I do. Because she's totally different. Totally different.
Why do you gotta be so complicated?